This video was brought to you by ExpressVPN. In this video, I'll be turning your submitted drawings into realistic adaptations. Whether it's a monster, cute figure, landscape, or whatever else, I'm using Photoshop to either turn these into adorable images or your worst nightmare. Welcome to Realistified. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this final episode of Realistified of Season 1. This is gonna be super epic and yeah. If you want to send your drawings for the next episode, make sure to send them to bennyseditshow@gmail.com. Subscribe, but most importantly, hit the bell to stay notified about future videos at all times. For this special episode of Realistified, I have something really cool at the end, so stay tuned for that. Then let's go edit the first drawing for today, which was sent in by Y-Cartoon. This is my drawing. I hope you like it. Sent from Mexico. Thank you very much. This may or may not become a genuine work of art, so let's just bloody go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in Photoshop, and today I'm going to make this so incredibly freaking pretty that your eyes will implode. Let's first make the ground, because I think that is a great way to start. I'm gonna put this right about there, and then I'm gonna extend the lower area just a tiny bit. There you go. Fantastic. Then I will delete the clouds right here because those we don't need. There you go. And just for the record, this is gonna be one of these super generic alien things, but honestly, I just really want to try that because I don't think I ever have. Because sometimes creating generic things is not even all that bad. It can also be incredibly helpful sometimes. Let's make this a tiny little bit darker. There you go. And then also let's add some blue to blend it in nicely with the sky I just added. And that is already looking pretty decent. I'm gonna make the background a little lighter. That is awesome. But then the sky is well, looking like this, so let's go and fix that first. I'm pretty sure I can just do that like this. And then to really merge them together, I'm gonna erase the edge and there you go. I mean, this is freaking beautiful. So as you can see, I did change the horizon and the grass a tiny bit compared to the original drawing, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be just a tiny bit more interesting for the composition. So then I'm gonna drag in my beautiful UFO, there it is. And I'm going to sort of put it in the right position, but not entirely, but just a little bit. What the hell am I saying? Something like that should do it. And then to make it appear a bit thicker, I'm just gonna copy this and put it like that. And then a nice clean edge right in between. I'll add some shadows to that. But then for the second layer down here, I have this other UFO, which, I mean, it's kind of genius, which I can just put right below it. Some shadows to that one as well. Beautiful. Then for the windshield dome sort of thing, I've got this, which is actually a snow globe, but nobody cares. Put it right about there. And then I will just sort of make it look like it's on there. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. Then I've got this bowl, which I think will give amazing reflections to that. That for sure makes it look nice. Shall I first do the little creature inside? I should probably do that first. I'm just gonna do my standard way to do this. I'm gonna trace the shape and then fill that in with textures and shadows. This kind of looks like some demon sort of alien, which is interesting for sure. Down here it's a bit vague, but I'm just gonna assume that these are tiny little tentacles, and then I'll go and add some shadows again. And at this point it's really just ambient shadows because I have no idea what the lighting is gonna do, so I'll see that later. Got the little tentacles right there. How is this actually already cute? So this is what I'm gonna do to the entire thing, so I'll be back in 1 second. Now look at that. That is looking pretty cute. Now let's try and make it look like this UFO is actually in this landscape, because this is looking sad. So let's go and add some blue. How about we make these lines neon lines? Oh my god. Gonna add some glow to them. That right there seems like the perfect spot for a moon. Add some glow to it. Oh, that is looking juicy right there. And then I can legally add some highlights right here, coming from the moon. Wonderful. Now this, to me, ladies and gentlemen, is starting to look real good. Let's go and make that light beam down here. Something like this, I think. Fade out the edges a tiny little bit. There you go, nice and subtle. And then in the middle, it should be a little brighter, a little more, you know, spicy. Spicy? A little more poppin'. Look at that. That's freaking epic. And then obviously this is casting light straight on the ground, so, well, there you have it. That looks pretty freaking good. Should be a little more blue though. Well, I mean, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is art. Okay, so then, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Bertha. There you go. I will flip Bertha. I will make Bertha a tiny little bit bigger, and I will put that bitch right there. It is perfect. Okay, let's actually make that a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna put her a bit down like that. First of all, I'm going to make Bertha a little darker. There you go. Because clearly she's only being lit from the top. Yalala, yalala. Bertha can also use some blue because, you know, she's being lit by blue light. So that's also very convenient. And then I will paint some light on top of Bertha. Then I'm gonna put Bertha right in the grass, just like so. Tasty grass she was about to eat. Well, not anymore. Then one shall make a shadow right below Bertha, like that. How about we make some lights right here? Beautiful. There. And there. And then we can give those a little glow. Beautiful. And some haze or mist or whatever you want to call it. I feel like Bertha should be a tiny little bit bigger. That definitely is a little better. And ladies and gentlemen, I haven't used them for a while, but let's go and add some particles. There you go. Look at how freaking beautiful that is. You know what I think? I think it is time to add a camera raw filter. At the end of the day, this is where it all gets pretty. That is definitely a lot better. Look at that. I may or may not add some more stuff, but I think this is pretty much it. So, yeah, on to the next one. Absolutely beautiful. I'll make sure to send this back to you when I get the chance. Then the second drawing for today was made... What the... Gary?
Yes, Benny?
What did we discuss about package delivery?
No
more bombing my place, indeed. Can you at least try sending your feed to the studio?
Affirmative.
Alright.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gary and today I'm gonna tell you something about the sponsor of today, ExpressVPN. VPN, as you guys know, stands for Virtual Private Network, which means you can go online and do filthy stuff without anybody seeing the filthy stuff you're doing. It reroutes your connection through secure servers and hides your IP address, which means it is very hard for other people to trace you. But also, I am a huge movie fan and I like HBO Max a lot. I mean, I just recently started watching Game of Thrones again and I'm ready for the disappointment. But the point is, it is only available in the US. So for that I can use ExpressVPN to put my IP address inside the US so, you know, I can watch it. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it.
Sounds promising.
Sure is. But the absolute best thing...
Gary? Gary? Not this again.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a crashed vehicle. Anyways, find out how you can get 3 free months of ExpressVPN by visiting expressvpn.com/Benji or by clicking the link in the description below. Then it is time for the second drawing of today, which was sent in by Zipper. Hello Benny, my name is Zipper and I was hoping this drawing of mine could make it onto your YouTube Realistified series. I really love your work, photoshopping is an amazing skill. I hope my drawing won't be too much for you. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Let's go find out. Back again in Photoshop and let's start with the body for this one. I found some separate parts online which I think are perfect for this one, so I'm just gonna use warp to kinda match the shape. I think something like this should be Okay, looks pretty close to me. We don't need these areas. Then I'm just gonna use this one again for the lower area right here. And I think this is gonna look a bit weird at first. And I guess to finish the arm, I can just reuse that same arm. Use some warp again. Something like that should be about right. There you go. And then I have to connect them seamlessly. Then I'll make this a little darker. And I think that might look... yeah, that's pretty decent. I mean, it looks super weird right now, but it will look pretty nice. Then for the head, I have this one, which is just some sort of bowl, which I think fits pretty well. And then I also have a jaw, which is completely not the right shape, but I can make it work somehow. So I'm just gonna use some warp for that. I'm gonna put it right about here. This is gonna be one of these typical warp drawings in which I use warp on literally every single thing I see. Kind of boring, but I mean... if it works. Then I'll erase some areas. Then for the head, I'm also gonna get rid of some areas. There you go. And the ears is a completely different thing because I found this. And so I'm gonna try to put this on it as best as I can. That's gonna need some warp again. There you go. Then I gotta fade it out on this side. Okay, that looks super weird. And the second one, very nice. So then in my world, this guy has a black skin since the ears are black, and that kind of looks cool. So I'm gonna make everything black. First of all, the body, something like that. Ooh, that looks really cool. And then a bit of a highlight up here. Create some texture and a shadow down here. This is starting to look interesting. Let's try to make the ears a little bit less, whatever this is. Bit of shadows here and there. That is a little better. I'm not sure it's great, but it's a little better. Same thing for the other one. This is gonna be one weird creature. For its tongue, I'm gonna use this, which, I mean, it's a tongue, so I'm gonna mask that out real quick. And there it is. So now I gotta again try to match the shape. Like that. That is actually not even that bad. I'm gonna make that a little darker and add some shadows to it. That looks... interesting, to say the very least. For the inside of his mouth, I have the inside of the mouth of a Komodo dragon, so that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna put it right about there, and as you can see, that kind of matches already. I'm just gonna erase this edge right here, add some shadows to it as well. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Then the same thing for the lower jaw right here, something like that. Yeah, that's pretty decent. So then it's only really the teeth. And of course, obviously the entire lower area of his body, but that's not important right now. But then of course we need teeth because he has quite a lot of them. So for that, these freaking beautiful. I'm gonna make those a little smaller. And with this, I can see exactly where I'm supposed to put them. So I'm just gonna go and do that really quick. Like that. Then I'm gonna blend them in very nicely. And then I have to add shadows to all of them, which is of course a lot of fun too. There you go. That's pretty much the upper row. They can use a little more contrast maybe. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I'm also gonna add some more shadows on the inside of the mouth because I feel like it's just a tad too bright. So then I gotta do that same thing all over again, but for the lower jaw. Because as you can see, there's a few back here, there's a few up front. So yeah, I'll see you in one sec. Now, would you look at that? I think it's adorable. So then it is time to make the rest of his body, starting with the lower area. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the body of a deer. And I'm telling you, it will be perfect for the legs. So I'm just gonna put it right about here. Use some warp again to warp it. I will take away some of its color and I will make it a whole lot darker as well. And warp it once again. And then to finish it up, I think this may be a great hoof. So that same thing I'm gonna have to do for the other one as well, which will be finished in 3, 2, 1. There's the legs, freaking beautiful. This is looking a bit weird, but it's gonna be covered by the arms anyway, so that doesn't really matter. So yeah, then it's mainly just the arms. But by now we all know how that's gonna go, so I'll skip that too. And there you have it. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to put this guy in an environment, so I'm gonna do that in a speed art type of way because we don't have all day. And I already got some ideas. I can hear you thinking from all the way there. Benny, you forgot his tail. For some reason, I couldn't find the recorded video where I explained this, so, well, here it is. I didn't add the tail because I thought it would make him look too animal-like. And since the theme of this month is aliens, I wanted him to look at least a little humanoid to create this more, well, alien-like vibe to him. I hope that makes sense. Enjoy the rest of this. A Realistified episode without at least some sort of alien or monster is not complete, so, well, here you go. Now, after editing the third drawing of today, I'm gonna combine all the previous episodes in one, meaning that I will combine all the creatures and all the stuff into one huge wallpaper. Then the final drawing for today, which was sent in by Georgios, and no message was included. I think I'm gonna go a little crazy with this one, so let's open up Photoshop. This is gonna be the most cursed Patrick you have ever seen. Let's start by creating a beautiful shape. And when I mean cursed, I mean actual cursed. Like, it will haunt you in your dreams cursed. That is beautiful. Now let's add some shadows to get some shape in there. Very nice. Very nice. Let's make the background something like that. A little bit of a bump right here. Then I'm gonna need the eyes. So same thing here. Although I am going to make his eyes a little bit more sinister than what it is here. I'm talking like nightmare fuel. Yes. That is looking beautiful. Then here also a bump. Very nice. And then the eyes themselves, of course, like that. It's looking pretty cool. Same goes for this one. This is going real fast. I've only been going for like 5 minutes and look at this. Then let's put this texture right here, which obviously is the wrong color, but we can fix that. There you go. That is better. So clearly this is leather, but I felt like this might look great, which that definitely gives it some more life. And then let's do that up here as well. There you go. Very nice. And you may now be asking yourself, what about this is so cursed? Well, just wait for it, trust me. Then let's put some of this shit here. Very nice. Then let's make a nice little thingy right there. And I can just move it right there. Beautiful. And to really spice it up, let's add some nice veins right about there. Isn't that nice? And a little bit on this one. Amazing. That honestly is disgusting. Yeah, I love it. I also found this image, and honestly, I have no idea what the hell this is, but it looks amazing. Let's put it on there. Let's see if that works. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, that is horrible. Maybe some here as well. I mean, we can always make it worse. Why am I like this? Maybe the base of the eye should be a bit more yellow. Oh, that makes it so much worse. Why do I like creating nasty stuff so much? I honestly, why? What is wrong with me? What have I done? So he's got pretty just normal sweet teeth. That's not good enough right now. So for those, I am going to improvise and get my own. Dude, check this out. If I turn this guy green, it's instantly a pickle. I mean, this is a pickle. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. The teeth really do keep being the most boring thing. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to shadows again. Now that is slightly discomforting. Now that same thing I'm gonna have to do to the entire lower jaw as well, so I'll see you in 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, isn't this lovely? I mean, what am I doing with my life? Maybe we can put some saliva between his teeth. There you go. Freaking beautiful. And for his belly button, even that just looks disgusting. And then let's finally finish the other parts of his body, because this is kind of sad. I don't really know why he's wearing boxing gloves, but I've got this one. So I'm using some warp to make sure the shape fits. And then I can put it right there. What am I making? Seriously? I mean, this is art right here. Same goes for this side. And this tongue isn't exactly the same as the drawing. I'm aware of that, but I'm gonna use it anyway because I'm lazy. So let's just go and add some shadows to it. Then for that belt, I've got a belt, which I'm going to warp to make sure it matches the shape. What a surprise, who would have known? So that looks incredibly interesting. What if I would just put a photo of actual pants right about here? Oh, that looks incredibly weird. I mean, it's a bit of a far-fetch, but it is sort of the same thing, just a tiny little bit more demonic. So the only thing I still gotta do is put him in an environment, because this is clearly a bit boring. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, there you go. That is the infamous Patrick. What monstrosity have I created, honestly? Anyway, like I promised, right now I'm gonna put everything I ever made for Realistified together. At least the creatures and stuff. So this is Realistified Season 1. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is Realistified Season 1 all wrapped up into one huge ass edit. It's been a crazy ride so far, so prepare for Season 2 because it's gonna get even more crazy. If you wanna send your drawing for the next episode, don't forget to send it to bennyseditshow@gmail.com. Then I guess that's it for today. If you like this video, make sure to leave a comment and a like and subscribe, and most importantly, hit that bell to stay notified about future videos at all times. Then I hope I will see you in my next video.